Boom, monkeys. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel. I've got my two amigos here from the DGen Roundtable. I've got my amigo here, Will Stevenson, and Mr. Nate McGettit. Was
Aloha, you muted yourself right there. I don't know if you're still talking or not, but the StreamYard is muted.
There you go. Boom. I'm
Ah,
better now. How you cats
do it
doing, man?
live. I'm doing. I guess I'll go first. I'm doing great. Just finishing up a long day of moving around big ass pieces of steel all day long and packing the truck up. About to go on a cross country trip over to Florida and do some deals with a gentleman down there, and then make my way up to Indiana. So lots of travel in my near future.
That's
But
good,
that's what's
man.
up.
That's
Heck
good,
yeah,
man.
that's
Nate,
what
how
I'm
about you, bro?
talking about. Just working hard, working hard. I'm we're starting to pick up on my job, right? What it is that I do. Oh, so yeah, right now what they're currently doing is basically just training in a lot of people, and of course, they're sitting here like, oh, go with Nate, learn the ropes, and so I got to take on that leadership. But you know what? Hey, I'll take it. Train these guys up well, and yeah, you can make people happy that way.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Dude, I don't know if you cats are religious cats. I mean, I'm not the best Christian out there, homie. But even in the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it states, "For there is nothing for a man better to do to enjoy his toil under the sun." I have found the greatest moments in my life, the happiest moments in my life, when I'm grinding it out. I feel fulfilled when I go fucking work real fucking hard and I made my fucking paycheck count. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yep.
100%. Dude, that's the only thing that I've ever really done in my life is like factory work or like warehousing work, and then it's just like 12 hours, 14-hour days and all that. But then you come home, and this is something that I was explaining to Mrs. McGettit last night. Is like I would rather have you make an overabundance of food that I'm providing for, right? And then you end up throwing some away rather than like not having enough, because that
I
right
agree,
there,
man.
that yeah, it's just that's what I provided for, and that's by working hard. And so go work hard, guys.
Yeah, dude, you sleep better too. Now,
Yeah.
Will, you said you do steel work, homie. I mean, straight up Kelly Pavlik, homie. Well, I mean, what do you do with steel? Talk to me.
So I am a iron worker and or like broadcast tower technician. What my job is it involves climbing up those 2,000-foot TV broadcast towers that you see in like major cities and just outside and stuff. The ones like the little red blinking lights everywhere.
Yeah.
And what we've been doing over the past week or so, well, shoot, actually like 3 weeks, is we've been just sandblasting a lot of our cranes and just repainting them. So it's just been a lot of like getting dirty and gritty and just like 12-hour days behind a freaking sandblaster wearing this huge ass suit and respirator and just sitting there like all over the place. But but yeah, I'm normally I would call myself like similar to an iron worker or a TV tower tech, but I climb tall structures and I rig stuff and move steel around all day.
Damn, son. Well, I mean, that sounds like fulfilling work, except in the fucking winter, man. I'm
Oh
saying
yeah. No, it's
in the
pretty
winter.
neat in the winter, bro. It's pretty cool. You see some beautiful views, and like the work is slower in the winter because you're all like bundled up in in like this thick ass clothing. It's called refrigerator. It's really cool. It allows you to work in like sub-zero weather and stuff. The only dangerous thing is like, ice falling off the towers and things. But bro, it's awesome. I love it
Dude,
all year
I
round.
I bet the freaking medical pay's got to be good too, man. Well, not the medical pay, but your medical coverage has got to be fucking solid, dude. Because I can only imagine in blue collar work like that, man, the amount of fucking people, the amount of people getting hurt. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, we do get medical provided by our employer. But most of the injuries are just like stupid little things, like people like breaking their fingers with like crowbars and stuff. It's not like people don't fall because like everything's incredibly safe. Most of the injuries are just like idiots pulling too hard on a freaking sleever bar trying to get leverage on something, and then like it slips and they whack themselves in the head or some shit. Like I remember like my first or second week on the job, like I have a scar right here on my lip where I was doing that exact thing. I was pulling really hard with a pry bar, and then I like slipped off of the cable, and that shit just like smashed me right in the face. And as I was driving to the ER, I remembered like, oh, it's my mom's birthday today. I should call my mother and wish her a happy birthday. And so I did that while I was like driving to get stitches in my face, and my lip was just like split completely in two right there. But yeah, bro, it's pretty safe. It's pretty safe line of work as long as people do everything that they're supposed to do, and we follow like all the procedures and everything.
Well, before we move on to the memes, related to your topic, one time I got my finger smashed by a hydraulic press, bro. It popped like a fucking grape, son. Popped like a grape. But dude, all I required was stitches. It wasn't that fucked up. And I knew I was gonna fuck myself up, but I don't know, man. Sometimes you get that brain fart that goes through your mind. You better believe I learned after that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, your fingers look pretty decent right now. I couldn't even tell you got one. Ugh,
nothing happened to it that was permanent aside from needing stitches.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so it kind of like caught the edge of my finger. So that's a badass thing about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got lucky. Very nice.
Yeah, and it was one of my shooting fingers too, man. So, woo. Yeah, man. Yeah, homie, I wouldn't be able to use these tools the way I'd want to. All right, cats, let's move on to the fucking memes because I know you guys got Whiskey Wednesdays today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we do.
Let's see. Oh, cats, make sure you guys like the video. Follow these dudes at the DGen Roundtable. If you look on the YouTube channel of this video, you can see that I went ahead and I tagged them. You can click on the link and you can go ahead and subscribe to their channel. These cats are scored away. They've got Agent J, they got Will, they got Nate, they got freaking Chocolate Taint. They got freaking Zenith over there, man. Dude, it is a freaking good fucking cast of people, man, that are always providing fucking alpha and shit like that. So follow these cats, monkeys. Follow these cats. Now, these are kind of... this meme's pretty funny. I like it. I know both of you guys like freaking the Second Amendment, so let's play the sucker, man.
Mm-hmm. You're learning so many important things. And I'm so proud of you.
Mm-hmm. Nate, do you remember hearing those stories, bro, in the Marine Corps? That Mr. Rogers was a fucking Marine Scout sniper, bro.
Oh my God. I don't remember ever hearing about Mr. Rogers being a Scout sniper. Is that true?
Yeah.
Or is that...
Well, the story was that the cat would wear long sleeve fucking shirts to hide all the fucking kills he had on his arm, bro. Of course, it turned out to be a fucking myth. You know what I'm saying, dude? But he looks like he's got the fucking Carlos Halfcock vibe to him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, as far as I heard, he was military at one point in time, and that's kind of what caused him to like try and do the whole peaceful neighborhood child thing, was because of he just wanted people to be happy rather than fighting.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, he's not a bad role model for kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially, it'd be cool if he was a killer and he'd do that shit. And that would be even cooler, bro. If that was his story. All right, we got the second meme here. Make sure that you guys do not freaking do actual harassment at work. So remember that, cats. No actual harassment at work.
Sorry I'm late.
That's okay, Becky. Have a seat.
Oh, nuts. There's nowhere to sit.
Hey, Becky, how about you sit on my face?
Yeah, right there. Were you able to identify the sexual harassment in that scenario? Becky used the word nuts, which is offensive to men.
Oh my God. I was waiting for the twist. I did not see that coming.
That just made me happy.
Dude, that one caught me off guard too, man. Shout out to whoever freaking made that video from that realty company, bro. They got a sense of humor, bro. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, bro. All right, let's move on to the first coin, cats. I wanted to cover boring ass Bitcoin, bro. I have officially named it that, boring ass Bitcoin, because it bores the fuck out of me, dude. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is, and we did get an ETF out of it. So hey, that's an awesome thing. You know what I'm saying? The boomers can buy more and pump my bags. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the boomers are boring. That's why they love their stocks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Current value is 66,268. It seems like we're revisiting this box of support, and that's from these couple of candles over here, man. And if we look at our 60-day cycle, you could tell. Sorry because it's all convoluted, cats, but that's the way a fucking technical and analyst fucking shit is. You can see that we finished on day 57 here on this day here. That was May 20th. That seems the day that we hit the low on it. If we break that below down that way, then we would be slightly at about, let me check. If we kept on going, and we would be at about day 71 right now. So hence why I believe we've already hit our 60-day cycle. And currently we're at about day 14 of its 60-day cycle now. So I'm expecting that we revisit this box and we bounce back up. Perhaps we'll dip halfway into the box so we get closer to these candles before we bounce back up. Let's turn on our EMA ribbon, and you can see that we are halfway through the EMA ribbon. I'm sure you cats have heard me say this before. Whenever you dive into the EMA ribbon, the more it spreads out, kind of like the way you see it here, there's going to be more volatility in the movement of Bitcoin. So I'm expecting to come back up, especially as we approach the Bitcoin halving. Area to compromise is 73,827. For you cats that are taking advantage of the situation right now and are freaking buying up the freaking lows for the freaking the altcoins, actually is not a bad time to do it right now, man. It's at a great value in some of these coins. Yesterday I did a freaking stream and I covered Hedron and I covered Fame, bro, because the prices were just fucking amazing, dude. You know what I mean? And I wanted to get more of the RH coins, cats, but I was like, dude, may as well put it into Hedron or put it into fucking Fame. Let that pump so I can go ahead and cultivate the rest of my other crypto. Now, mind you, you and I, Nate and Will, we're a little bit more advanced when it comes to the crypto space, man. So we can do shit like that. Now, boots or brand new newbies, I would never tell them to do that. I would just tell them to buy the straight up coin, man.
Yeah, straight up. See, what you're doing right now is you're trying to basically leverage a more volatile coin that is paired with another coin, aka one of the base coins, in this particular case, Pulse. And so you're leveraging, you're buying a leverage on Pulse. And leverage, I don't know why people always think that leveraging on crypto is, you know, you do shorts and longs just like in the stock market, but in truth you actually do it by having your main set coins, like say ETH in one case, right? And then you would go ahead and you'd go buy something that leverages on ETH, right? So like in the case that you're talking about with Pulse being like the ETH in this case, you're going to go ahead and buy some Fame, and Fame will, with its liquidity being lower, is going to pump harder. And so if you were to like say kind of look at this, right, you're going to have like say Fame do like say a 10x, right? And then you got Pulse doing a 2x, and so then you dump all that Fame back into Pulse, and then Pulse will continue on to pump even harder, and you've just made more Pulse now. So
exactly, he explained it perfect, and that's exactly what we're doing here, cats. We're using coins that have less freaking liquidity in it, or less have smaller market cap to pump all the rest of our other coins. Now, my fucking battle plan on this shit is to get more PulseX. I did manage to get a good amount of PulseX during the bear run, but I want to use that to get more PulseX. And if anything, I was listening, I think it was to Cash Money Crypto earlier today, and he was investigating Andrew Tate's wallet. Turns out Andrew Tate's got a decent amount of PulseX, man. Now, I didn't dive deep enough into the video to see how much pulse chain he had, but I do know he has a decent amount of PulseX, if anything. So he really believes in that project.
That is interesting.
that sounds like maybe we have a certain Mexican from from a duo in the Cultivate Crypto that possibly, you know, maybe tipped him off to something.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. A taller Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Taller, yeah.
He used to rock glasses, and then not to be fucking exact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So I got me a decent amount of PulseX. I got me a decent amount of Pulse Chain. So now I'm, like you stated, I'm using some of these leverage coins to go ahead and fucking ape in and get bigger freaking gains on my main L1s or my main projects that are RH projects, if anything. You know what I'm saying? With that stated, cats, another token that I've been looking at a lot and is actually at a pretty damn decent price. Last time I caught it was at about $113. And I'm going to refer to a gaming token, which is ILV. Let's see where ILV is at. And ILV is at a screaming badass price right now of about $122. Look at that shit, son. It's
Ooh,
not at a bad price.
Quite a dip.
Yeah, I did. Last time I bought some, I got it about right here, bro. I think it was on this date. I caught it here at about 113. And I was expecting it to come down here to about 105. I was like, nah, I don't want to risk it, bro. May as well fucking ape in right now and fucking fill up my bags and shit and use that and buy it at the low so I can get more freaking ILV. If anything, the only thing that fucking bothers me about ILV is that it's on ETH, man. Fucking gas fees are fucking killing people. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually one of the reasons why I haven't been getting too far into more Illuvium or like Gala or any of that is because I'm trying to avoid ETH like the plague.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't fucking blame you. I don't understand IMX too well. I haven't had time to dive into it, but they have mentioned that they're eventually going to release it on IMX. I don't know if IMX is its own chain or if it's near your C20 or something like that. Do you guys know anything about that?
Yeah, so IMX is its own studio. But they're a studio that is focusing more on integrating helping other studios. And so I guess you could call them like a plug-in studio, where it's kind of like brought to you by IMX and Illuvium, right? Because I know that they're partnering with Illuvium right now. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to help other studios build games.
So kind of like a launch pad, if anything, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. They do make their own games, but they would rather invest in almost like a VC. Okay, L2 right there.
There you go, man. It's a fucking
Plug in.
L2 then. So yeah, man, that'll fucking definitely cheapen up the fucking prices of anything, man. Shout out to my boy Twinkie. He dropped that alpha right here, man. This is my fundamental analysis homie. He's always doing the deep dives into a lot of the coins, man. Now, being a technical analysis guy, me and Agent Jay were talking about this, man, dude. Sometimes, bro, when you specify in a certain aspect of crypto, of course, fundamental analysis also stretches out over into fucking TradFi, if anything. But you don't have time to really hit up the other shit, man, because you're so fucking busy, especially if you're somebody like Mr. Will here or myself, like where we're always on the fucking go, always driving, always on the fucking road, bro. You need something you can look at and just fucking move on to the next thing, bro. So shout out to Mr. Angry Twinkie on that, if anything. With that stated, what do you guys think about that fucking now, since you're saying, Nate, that you're staying away from ETH, man, one of the way I bought my fame, I'm using Crypto Coffee's method. I'm having to use that Arbitrum method where I buy USDC on Coinbase. I bridge it out of my fucking doggone account, but I bridge it out in Arbitrum, and then I go to SparkSwap XYZ, and that's how I buy my Pulse. And then hence I trade it for fucking fame and or Hedron if I need it.
You are muted, Nate, if you were talking.
No. I was kind of waiting for a question on that one. So the way that you do that, so is the question then, what do I think about that? Or
yeah,
like,
how are you dealing with the fucking whole Ethereum gas fees if you're still moving into Pulse chain and stuff like that? Are you using that same
I
method?
stay the hell away from. I just stay away from ETH. I will go to any other. So if you do have something on Ethereum and you don't want to, like, say, bridge out of Ethereum itself, what you can do is try and bridge it over to one of the L2s, which is a lot cheaper. Now you can do that, and then bridge from wherever from there. But if you have anything on a centralized exchange, or if you're trying to bring money in via, say, your MetaMask wallet or anything like that, just stay away from ERC20. Do not just.
I don't blame you, dude. It's fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah, buy Matic or buy Phantom or buy AVAX, buy something like that native, have it be on that chain, and then you can literally just from there bridge it right over. Portal X has been my favorite one to use because it's always reliable. But you can't be moving around like $10,000, $100,000 worth in an entire clip at one time, right?
Yeah,
You need it's right. It is smaller clips. I would say like 4 figures. But you can still bridge things over, quite frankly, anywhere. And especially with, like, a little while ago, it was trying to remember the Herrick. He from the Degen Roundtable community chat. Shout
I've
out.
seen him there, man. I've seen him there.
Yep. He discovered that you actually get paid a little bit of extra Pulse for switching Matic into Pulse chain, or bridging over Matic into Pulse chain.
What
You actually
get
you actually get paid more Pulse.
It's not every time, but I have definitely profited from using that bridge several times.
Really? I gotta look into that shit. Did he drop
Yep.
a video in the fucking in you guys Degen Roundtable chat?
No, but I've been so I originally came up with this method using Portal X. And I've got more advanced, like there's several different ways, so that way you never get stuck ever and you never have to use Ethereum. But like the Herc and Dre, like, just latched onto it and started like really looking at the exact details of what you can do with it and all that. So if you want some more details into it, you can go ahead and ask them. But yeah, I've maybe we should make a video on Portal X, how to bridge
dude,
properly.
fuck yeah, I think that would be fucking off the chain, bro. I remember that I was look historic. I mean, and I know we're not really covering Fame today, but usually Fame, when I get dips on Fame, bro, it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Central Standard Time, bro. That's when, and I'm like, fuck, I only got my phone. I don't have my computer available. So I'm here fucking with fucking a certain wallet on my phone, and it's really janky using SparkSwap and a certain wallet on your phone. And mind you, cats, don't do this. Don't keep a fucking wallet on your phone. Keep all your funds there. I just do it because if I immediately need to use something or do something, and I always keep a small amount there. If it does get fucking compromised, I know they've taken that amount, and I know that wallet's compromised. You know what I'm saying? But I've had those freaking problems. So yeah, man, that'd be fucking gangster, especially if you guys drop a video like that. That'd be some massive knowledge for the freaking community, dog.
That would be. Yeah, I suppose we should do a video on that then.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. It's not difficult at all.
Yeah, that's pretty damn gangster, bro. I know that you can get ILV now on Coinbase. That's probably the easiest way. I used to be able to get it on fucking KuCoin, but KuCoin fucking changed up their fucking laws, and well, they changed up the regulations, bro, and we can no longer use it here in Texas. You know what I mean? That was my favorite place to get it.
So I dropped in the private chat. I dropped a DEX screener pairing of Illuvium bridged in from Ethereum on Pulse Chain. So there is a supply of like 300 something Illuvium on Pulse Chain if you want to do like swapping on like, I don't know, Pateus or PulseX or wherever they have the contract pair. But
cool.
I did a little search. So I don't know if it's the actual Illuvium from Ethereum. The price was the same. But I did a quick little like search in the block explorer for Pulse Chain, and it came up, and there's like 300 something tokens that have been bridged in, and there's trading that happens on. Now I don't know what your slippage is going to look like. But that's how I bought Chainlink. I bought Chainlink using Pulse Chain. Like I bought Chainlink from Ethereum on Pulse Chain. That's how I buy a lot of ERC20s. Is just some people bridge it in, and you can't buy a lot of it, or you'll cause like crazy price variance and stuff. But yeah,
I think you're right, Will.
it is a different contract address. Twinkie, you're right.
Yeah,
it's a different contract address.
So
Yeah,
what I'm seeing here is Illuvium from Ethereum, Illuvium, right? So it's two different ones. Currently, the Illuvium from Ethereum only has 5,000 in liquidity versus ETH, which is 70 million.
Yes, that is correct. So you like if you buy more than one, you're probably going to cause the price to change. But you can probably, if you want to buy like, you know, one or two Illuvium, that might be the place to do it. Like if you're just going to dabble and use Illuvium as like a lottery ticket. And I want to be clear, Twinkie was absolutely right. It is a different contract address because it is a token that is bridged in from Ethereum. So when you bridge it back over to Ethereum,
it goes back to the original
the asset should change. And now, like, I only did a search. I didn't like do any sort of deep dive into knowing if this coin is real. So make sure you guys do your due diligence stuff. If you really want to test it out, you can take some Illuvium that you already own. You could bridge it over to Pulse Chain, and then you can copy that contract address and search it up in on like, you know, Fux or on Pateus or PulseX or 9mil or whatever. So
yeah, dude, I think you're right. I was actually talking about Twinkie about that. He had mentioned that you can get it over there, bro. Of course, you'd still have to pay the fee once you bridge it over, and you have to claim it if anything. But dude, that's great for like dudes that are working fucking McDonald's and shit like that, or the younger cats that are working fucking Walmart or fucking their local grocery store. They're only making like $7-8 an hour. That would be a good place for them to go ahead and try and get it, bro, because they don't want to get wrecked on those Ethereum gas fees, if anything. You know what I'm saying? As it is, they can't afford fucking Coinbase One, you know what I'm saying, which is about $30 a month. Mind you, cats, I actually got all my fucking Illuvium. Well, not all of it, about half of it for free. And I did that utilizing, I did that utilizing my Coinbase One card, their debit card. And it used to pay you out 4% in XLM. So I would just fucking like bridge that XLM out of the fucking exchange, send it over to KuCoin, get ILV, and then I'd send that shit back to my wallet, bro. So I kept doing that over and over and over again, dude, till I got a decent amount of ILV, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and speaking of ILV, I was talking to my homie Twinksters, and I was like, hey, dude, like, I was thinking between like Solana, ILV, which has more potential to pump. I went to ILV, bro. I was like, why buy Solana when I can get ILV and get more gains on it? They were almost the same price, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe $10,
There you go.
$20 difference at the bottoms.
Good deal.
At the bottoms. Going back to the ILV chart, cats. Go back to the freaking ILV chart. You can clearly see that we did dip into the EMA ribbon, and we are currently on support about 121. It is trying to push out a little bit more. If I grab the measuring tool, we're approximately day 14. So today may actually be the last day when you'll get ILV at these prices. It may be. I'm not guaranteeing it. If this was me, this is not financial advice. I would possibly be aping in right now, bro, because it's at a fabulous price, $121. If you push it out all the way to day 21, you're talking about April 10th. Will it take that long? Maybe. I don't think it will, and it'll probably bounce back up from here. Now, last time I had fucking Agent J on here, shout out to him, we drew up a little bit of a fucking Fibonacci retracement, and you could see where we estimated the value of ILV going to. The all-time high on ILV was at about 1932, 1949, almost $2,000. It would not surprise us if it comes up over here to about $4,500 and possibly even all the way up over here to about $86.37. Now, mind you, if you guys were in the Citadel and you partook in that one freaking meeting with the Wicks or the Warwicks, is that their last names?
Yeah,
Warwicks?
Kiernan
Yeah.
and I can't remember the other dude's name.
Yeah, they gave some moon math number out there. They gave some massive moon math number. I'll leave that for your guys' imagination, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, dude, the moon's the limit, or Saturn's the limit. If we end up on the moon, I'm happy with that too, man. You know what I'm saying?
We shall find out.
As long as it's not Uranus.
Yep.
Freaking Nate. That's hilarious, bro. Well, Nate, you had said that you wanted to mention something about Phantom Sonic. I'm about to move over into Phantom.
Yeah, we got hella mad gains going with Phantom right now, and it's because of the upgrades for the Sonic upgrade. So
yeah,
it's pretty neat. The thing about this Sonic upgrade is the only thing that I can think that they were doing is all throughout the bear market, they were just quietly in the background, even with the whole hack and all that happening, the multi-bridge hack. Even with that happening, they're just quietly just going through, and this is actually what they did, how they kind of how they increased the speed of their tax hash rates is they literally went through every single little piece about how the EVM works, all the connecting pieces, and they looked for any inefficiencies and just combed through it and then rewrote the actual code in it to make it faster, more efficient. And in doing so, they actually created
the FBM.
FBM. Yep, that's what it was. So originally, for people who don't know, the EVM is Ethereum Virtual Machine, which is basically kind of like the engine that runs the blockchain for all the smart contracts and all that. Well, Phantom literally created their own, and then it's the Phantom Virtual Machine now, and they're actually plugging it in, like literally as a plugin, plugging it in almost like a L2 sort of into the EVM. So and because of that, they're able to, and it's their own special thing that they created. They're able to just run stuff so freaking fast. They're basically I think it was like doubling or tripling their overall speeds with everything. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I was looking at that shit. I don't know who had posted this on Twitter, man. People were saying no, the EVM or the Phantom, the Sonic Phantom is going to be an L2, and some guy was like, no, it's not an L2. It's actually L2 technology for the bridge. So I don't know if it's going to be another chain that you can bridge over to, or if they're just going to upgrade the Phantom Opera or the Phantom ecosystem, if anything, to speed it up. You know what I'm saying? Question mark.
As far as I heard, it is going to be just Phantom, and it's the overall tax, the transactions basically. One of the major things that they've done one of the things that they did to rewrite the code is actually make cached transactions. So the way that the transactions work is that your smart contract has to write out a signature that says, hey, this is valid, right? Okay, you can move on. This is valid. You can move on. Well, in this particular case, they're going to have a cached so like if you just make a swap with like a certain coin to another certain coin, that has already been signed off as being legit. And so instead of like say in a visual where you would have to like write out your signature, instead it's like a stamp like that. So it's like stamp, just copy and paste. And so that basically speeds it up majorly.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I get a general idea of what you're talking about. When I came onto the crypto space, bro, I was like, how the fuck can I contribute? And I was like, do I do fundamental analysis? I can't do that while I'm driving. And I was like, well, maybe I can learn code. Well, I can't learn code while I'm driving. So hence why I chose fucking technical analysis, bro. But that's one aspect, bro, that I leave to the pros, bro, or individuals like yourself as to how that shit works, man. You know what I'm saying? I've got a general idea. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say I'm a NASCAR driver. I'm not really the fucking the engineers that fucking put the whole fucking the pit crew that fucking breaks the car down, bro, puts it back together before it gets back into the race, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So I know what you mean, man. Speaking of Phantom, it is at a damn good fucking price. I think it is. Of course, it's not at the best prices that we got during the fucking bear market. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can pull up the chart on this bitch. Phantom's value is at 82 cents. I am hoping, I mean, I don't think it will, man, because we're approaching the end of our 20-day cycle on this bad boy. I'm hoping that it comes down here to about 69 cents or about 71 cents, bro. Current value is about 82. Right now is not a bad time to DCA into FTM, into freaking FTM. And I gotta admit this, man. Fucking Phantom, hands down, is probably my favorite coin there is out there. I do love Pulse Chain. I do love Hex. I do love Pulse X. But dude, I like the way Phantom is, man. I like their marketing, the whole fucking spooky thing, the whole Halloween theme, if anything, bro.
Yeah, I do love that. It's my second most allocated. Now, I think you and I are a little bit reversed because I actually like Pulse Chain better than Phantom. But like, I'm pretty sure you're on the opposite side where you're like, I love Phantom just more than Pulse Chain, but we're both kind of like, we're just little fanboys over it.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. And Pulse Chain is like my main thing, bro. I love Pulse Chain, but dude, Phantom, bro, dude. I love the whole DAG thing, the way the Whiteboard Crypto explained it. I love the way they market their shit. I had stated a couple times, man, that I didn't want Kong to get his head out of his ass, bro, because he kept dealing with the damn Chinese, bro, over and over again, bro. And we kept getting fucking wrecked. You know what I'm saying? And there was nothing wrong with the chain. The chain's solid. It's just that the wrong people got their hands on fucking Phantom and they kept dumping it on the fucking market. I'm sure you cats remember that Scream, that one whale that got fucking wrecked, you doing a Scream Phantom liquidity pool, man, which drove the fucking price down, super down. And then we had that hack on Grim Finance. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, and what's crazy about that too, that technically wasn't even on them. It just happened to be Phantom that used that multi-bridge most often. And so it literally didn't even have to do with Phantom, and people literally were saying it's going to zero. Phantom's gonna die.
Oh, dude. I managed to get some at 16 cents, bro. A little bit, not as much as I wanted to, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I bought up a large amount at 18 cents. I bought up a large amount. And that's because I was literally hearing people say, oh, it's going to die. It's going to die. I'm like, well, it can't die because they literally have the best people working on the chain. You like, how do you have the best devs and then you just die? That doesn't happen.
And fuck it, Andre Cronje, man. That guy sounds like a genius. I was listening to a video on him today. You know what I'm saying? And this will eventually lead to a meme on Andre Cronje or a meme coin. I'll show you guys in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. That's what I got on Phantom. Great price to fucking get it at. You can get it on Kraken. You can also get it on Coinbase, but you have to swap it for, I think, USDC, bro, on Coinbase. And I think it's an ERC20 Phantom. Quote me on that. And I think the Gemini Phantom is also ERC20. The only one that's really native is Kraken.
Well, crypto.com has I do it all the time on crypto.com. You can buy it and then send it to you can send it to either Kronos or you can send it native or ERC20. You get the choice.
Cool. How are the fees, man, right now on fucking crypto.com, bro, to extract your coins? I remember last bull run, you're talking about close to about $45, bro, just to get off the exchange.
Oh, really? I haven't been seeing that at all. It's been like maybe $1 at the most, $1.20.
Okay. I need to get back there then, man, because I haven't been using crypto.com for a while, bro. But I remember the fees were so expensive. And you're saying that is native Phantom, the one that you can get there?
Yes, Phantom. I usually buy Phantom on my crypto.com, and then I send it off as soon as because I can do ACH on there, right? Which means my fees are like basically nothing. And yeah, if you are gonna use like a credit card or whatever, the fees can be like $10, $20 depending on what you're buying. But that's like a credit card, right? So if you just use ACH, what I do is I sacrifice a week of time to let it sit there on the exchange and then send it right off. And yeah, for most everything, I can send it. I can send it natively. So like my AVAX, my Phantom, my Matic, just about everything actually. That's what I use.
Damn. Yeah, I need to get back on crypto.com, bro. We are going to cover the Crow token today, if anything. Speaking of Phantom, let's go over to the meme coin that I really wanted to show you, cats. I've been showing it the last 3 streams. Me and Twinkie have been freaking going crazy over this fucking meme coin. Mind you, please, cats, Boogie never said this. Nate never said this. Will never said this. Do not put your whole fucking portfolio in a motherfucking meme coin, son. Do like 1%, 2%. And these are just scratcher bets, if anything. And that meme coin is sGOAT, which stands for Sonic Goat. Current value is exactly at about 33 cents. Not much TA I can do on this bad boy because, dude, it's relatively fucking new. 14 days. Areas we do have to compromise, and this is on the daily. You're talking about here at about 54 cents. Then we would have to compromise this area of about 69 cents. And then we would get to this high here about $1.02. Now, if we look at it on the 4-hour chart to see how it's doing, it does seem like it's continuing to dip. I'm assuming that the lowest it can go is here at about 25 cents. And if it goes to 25 cents, I'll probably be getting a little bit more of fucking sGOAT. Now, sGOAT supposedly, and shout out to Twinchers on this, he did the fucking fundamental analysis on this, on the GOAT. And if you follow him on Twitter, his name is the GOAT, the Phantom GOAT, if anything. Let me retract my screen. He is the owner of a plus.bet freaking casino exchange that you could freaking that requires no KYC, and you can go and gamble there if you want. I'm not really big on that. I think freaking being in crypto as it is gambling enough, if anything. Let me show you guys where I'm talking about. Let me see. I think I have it up here on Twitter, plus.bet. This is it right here. And their token is the plus token. And you can go over to their exchange and play whichever games you want there, man. Make your bank off there if you want to go ahead and fucking risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? And this is the Phantom Goat's fucking actual Twitter account. And that's the freaking correct address. Now, you can get this token on motherfucking Equalizer. And I want to show you guys the liquidity that's there. Check this out, man. Now, I don't know if you guys ever dealt with Equalizer, but in the liquidity pools, if you go down here, you got Wrapped Phantom and sGOAT. It's paying out 245%, which isn't bad. It's not a fucking bad deal, bro. I've seen better than the bull market, but is the highest that I have here as far as all the other fucking pairings that you have. Mind you, you can use this to fucking DCA into your Phantom as fucking GOAT fucking pumps if it does come to a pump. And then you can come over here to the swap and get your fucking doggone sGOAT right here. For you cats that don't know, this is what the logo looks like. Right there. It's a little fucking green goat with sunglasses on. Now, the badass thing about this shit is that he has been talking. If you guys follow that cat on fucking Twitter, he has been talking about giving individuals an airdrop called the Dre token. Now, you're probably thinking Dr. Dre. No, that's not what I mean, man. He's talking about Andre Cronje. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't catch it until Twinkie explained to me. And the way they had displayed the original Dr. Dre album was Dr. Dre, the Chronic. Well, they did the same concept with Andre, the Sonic. You know what I'm saying? And as corny as that fucking sounds, dude, it is pretty damn cool. And they're referring to, obviously, dropping a meme token that looks like Pepe based on fucking Andre Cronje. Let me see if I can find this for you cats. I definitely want to show you this, because this is what we're going to end up getting as an airdrop if you're holding this token. Let me see. I think I got it right here for you guys. It's pretty fucking cool. I like it.
You know, and talking about this, so I was looking up sGOAT, and they actually have Soul Goat right now.
Soul Goat.
sGOAT, yeah, and it's making the rounds. Apparently, it's really, really taking off. Might be something else to look at.
I gotta look into that. And I gotta. You said Soul Goat, kind of like Soul Train from back in the day.
Yeah, literally sGOAT. If you look up sGOAT,
Uh huh.
it's sGOAT on.
That's your doggo, homie.
Oh, unfortunately, my kid got hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
He's
nuts.
stronger now.
Yeah, right after the crying. But no. So yeah, it's GOAT on Solana. So yeah, and it's making the rounds. You know, they're paying, you know, the influencers off to talk about it, but it's gaining a lot of traction, and it had a huge retrace. So it actually might be worth, for anyone on Solana, it might be worth picking up some.
Wow, I didn't know if he freaking released anything. I'm gonna have to get with my homie Twinkie so he could do a deep dive on it, if anything. Now, Will, do you fuck with any fucking meme coins?
All on Pulse Chain, basically, other than like some stupid stuff on Ethereum. But yeah,
Cool.
I fuck with some meme coins.
I'm tired of seeing dick with butt all over my fucking stream, bro. All over my fucking wall on Twitter, homie. I'm tired of that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
There was yeah, there's lots of meme coins. I like PDI, you know, that's a fun one. I'm fond of EHEX. That's a
Yeah,
fun meme
fucking
coin.
Zenith is snitching on you, homie. He's saying that you're a Pepe guy, dude.
I did make a lot of money on Pepe. I will admit to that. I made a lot of money on Pepe. That was quite nice. It was very strange. Like, I was buying all these core coins and doing fantastic, and then I see this frog, and I'm like, oh well, I'll throw some stupid money at this frog. Turns out to be my best, like best asset at the time. Like I did very well on Pepe, so very
Yeah.
well. And I just
Um,
rotated back to the core, and then all the prices went down in that, and so I was like, oh well, lovely.
I had put in a small amount of into Pepe, bro. I ended up freaking making a decent amount. I cut half of the bag. I put it into Illuvium, bro, when Illuvium was still like at $109. So I'm happy about that shit. I'm still holding on to half of my Pepe bag though, man. Now I remember. I don't know if you cats remember that we used to have fucking Pepe on Pulse Chain, bro. And remember we even had Richard put it on a liquidity pool. People forgot
Oh, he
about that
did?
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that's right. He did do that. That was amusing.
Yeah, he had it on a fucking LP, if anything like that, man. People were fucking bullish on it. My dumb ass didn't get my Pepe copied over. I should have had it copied over, bro. I'm saying it is what it is. I'm saying
Yep.
it is what it is. You guys saw what the liquidity pool fucking entails as far as Phantom Goat and Wrapped Phantom goes. I'm saying, going on to the next coin, which I do want to evolve this conversation a little bit into debit cards and credit cards and a little bit of Ramsey. And we're talking about Crow coin. Now, last time I had bought Crow, I'm not holding any Crow right now. I had actually bought it at 16 cents and it went all the way up to about 98 cents or about almost $1, if I remember correctly. If we look at the all-time high, you're talking about 95 cents. And this is the area I sold at, you know what I'm saying? And I managed to get it at about 16 cents. So, dude, I made a decent amount of bank with that shit. Know what I mean? And right now it's at 14 cents. Now, I don't know if you cats know this. Actually, Crow, about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, if you bought their Indigo card or their Jade debit card, you would get rewarded with a laptop, an Apple laptop, or it was an Apple Watch or an Apple iPhone, which I thought was pretty freaking cool, man. And then they pay you back, and I think you only had to spend like $2,000-3,000, man, to get their Jade card, if anything, and they pay you back like 3%, 4% in the CRO. So
I gotcha.
yeah, man. So with that stated, man, last bear market or last bull market, dude, I was using that debit card along with my Coinbase card, bro, to buy everything up that I could, pay off all my bills, and you get free Netflix. You know what I'm saying? The only setback, though, is you got to lock up them freaking coins, bro, for about 4 months. And then once you unlock the freaking coins, then you can no longer gain that APR rate or that percentage rate of rewards when you go buy shit.
It's a value trade. You trade one thing for another. Nothing in this world is free, Boogie. You know this.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yo, listen, we gotta or at least I gotta hop off here in the near future. DGen Roundtable is about to be doing Whiskey Wednesday stream in the next 10 minutes. So just keep that in mind if you're planning on if we're going long for any reason. I'm gonna be popping off here soon.
No, you good. We've got maybe this and just pulse chain. We're pretty much done, bro.
Okie dokie. Sounds good. I don't mean to put a damper on your parade.
No, I'm looking at the time frame, homie. I'm looking at
All
the
right,
time frame.
sweet.
I definitely want to visit
Yeah,
you
we'll
guys.
definitely have to do this again for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
Freaking
absolutely.
Moonfield over here. He's hilarious as hell, bro.
But what do you say? Had to look twice. See if a fucking roundtable started early. Now, mind you, cats, we would have been on a better timeline last fucking Monday, but I got my ass kicked at the boxing gym, so I called up Nate and I'm like, dog, I can't show up today, bro. Got my fucking
That's
ass.
what's up.
Like one side of my eye was actually bigger than the other side of my eye. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't want to look like the elephant man, bro. Well, I'm doing a little bit of a fucking stream. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious. That's good though. I like that you're out there getting after it.
Yeah, man. So, continuing to talk about these debit cards, I was mentioning to you guys that if you guys get the Gemini credit card, it actually pays you 4% on all your gas purchases. You can choose whichever coin you want. Of course, I'm picking Phantom because that's an asset that I want to get into. And then it pays 3% on all restaurant visits and 2% on groceries. The only thing is you got to pay that shit off quick, bro, because the APR rate will wreck you at about 29%, dude. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah.
food for thought, monkeys. Food for freaking thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, to emphasize on that, the Gemini card, that's the only card that I use right now, currently at least. And I've been paying off all of my ETH fees with it. And I've made probably by paying off my bills, I have made about 0.7, almost 1 ETH on just paying off my bills. So
That's
I mean, come on,
about,
guys.
man.
Yeah, that's it's good. You know, you pay off your bills and you get rewarded with crypto. Like, well, hello.
Yeah, Nate, as much as you, Will, as much as you do traveling, bro, this would be a perfect debit credit card for you, bro, because of all the damn gas, all the gas or the fueling things that you got to need for your pickup and shit like that. I'm assuming you
I might have to.
pickup,
I might have to. Yeah, I'd roll in the pickup. I might have to look into that. Matter of fact.
Yeah, bro, 4%, son. Fucking, you can get after that shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, cats. We've got one more token, and that is Pulse Chain. Of course, we gotta revisit Pulse Chain. I did do a stream yesterday, and I did mention it. Pulse Chain's value is at about 4 zeros and a 9932. I'm assuming we'll probably hit this box area before we bounce back up. Now, that box area on the low, you're talking about 5 zeros and an 8539. I am hoping that we go down a little bit lower. You know what I'm saying? I know the Hexicans ain't going to want to hear that shit. But because it's a better buying opportunity and because I can get fame a little bit cheaper. I've already got plenty of Pulse Chain. I've already got plenty of Pulse X. But as Pulse Chain drops, so does the rest of the ecosystem. And it's nothing but buying opportunities. And I'm sure you cats are aware there's a lot of drama within the Pulse Chain ecosystem or the Hex ecosystem, whichever you want to call it. And use that shit to your fucking advantage, man. Use that shit to your advantage. If I turn on the moving averages on this bad boy, you can see that the only moving average we have is here at the 200, which is the purple one, and that's at the bottom of this box, about 4 zeros and an 8616. Now, areas we do have to compromise to the upside. Let's say we make a reversal today. Immediate area we got to make contact with is 3 zeros and a 1082, and then it's followed by 3 zeros and a 1238. One more area of 1388 before we get back into this channel here and we continue trending to the upside. So, food for thought, monkeys. If you guys aren't holding a little bit of freaking Pulse Chain, it is at a great value right now. It is slightly below fucking sack price. You know what I'm saying? So, take advantage of it if you can. Now, for you cats that already got your Pulse Chain, Fame, Hedron's not a bad idea. Use that to cultivate your freaking Pulse Chain bag. A little bit of freaking Pulse X. And we got Paul Sachs here making a pretty little comment. Says 5 zeros, Boogie. Don't talk dirty to me, man. Hey, 1-900 Boogie Talks, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man.
I did intend to do a little bit of polka dot. Sorry, Moonpill Rational Optics. Sorry, man. We'll do it next time for you, Moonpill Rational Optics. We'll hit up a little bit of polka dot. That's one coin that I did not manage to get myself into, dude. I was just too busy buying up Phantom and the Pulse Chain coins, bro, along with Ethereum, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, cats. Well, I appreciate you guys visiting me here on the Crypto Boogie channel. Nate, where can they follow you at? Will, where can they follow you at, homies?
Well, you can go ahead and find me. I am the Ascending Man And yeah, you can go ahead and follow me here at the DGen Roundtable. Just literally, it's right down at the bottom. It is spelled like this. And we got, you just go over there and hang out. We got our Whiskey Wednesday coming up. So if you are in our community chat, which I do suggest getting into because there's a lot of good information and there's a lot of alpha being thrown around. We do drop the StreamYard link in and you can hang out with us. So yeah, it's going to be a good old time. Boogie, are you going to pop in or at all, or like what?
I got to do some sprints, bro, so I don't get my ass kicked again at the boxing gym.
All right.
So I would love to, bro. I would love to, man. But I got to get my workout in, bro. One of the reasons I got my ass kicked because I didn't have enough fucking endurance at battle, bro. That recent one I had.
Gotcha.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, you guys
What
can
about you,
find
Will?
me. You guys can find me at linktree/Will Stevenson. All the links for joining the DGen Roundtable Telegram, watching our podcast, everything can all be found in there, as well as all my socials and a lot of the work that I've done as I traverse through this plane of existence. And that's what I got. Linktree/Will Stevenson. Boogie, I want to thank you for bringing us on, bro. This has been an excellent stream.
Hey, no problem, man. I'll try to get you guys on a little bit better time frame when you're not doing Whiskey Wednesdays. Now, cats, for you guys that don't know, I understand some of you guys are not technologically savvy. If you look at the bottom, you'll see the DGen Roundtable highlighted on the fucking title of my stream. Go ahead and click that link. That's how you can subscribe to these cats. And if you look at their drop-down menu, you'll get the data on these two beautiful freaking studs of males here, Nate McGettit and Will Stevenson. You can give them a follow, and they've got badass alpha for you cats. Make sure you give them a follow and drop on over to their Whiskey Wednesday tonight. Catch you monkeys on the flip side.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of freaking fun, son.
Hell yeah.